This is arguably the best naked sports bike that money can buy right now in this segment, the MT09 SP. I'm not talking about 1000, I'm not talking about the Super Dukes of the world. This segment, 900cc. Let's have a better look. Naked sports bike? During that intro, I couldn't help but use the expression naked sports bike. That's because even though it is an out-and-out naked street fighter, it performs and behaves like a super sports. I've been riding the MT09 for a few years now, and I know the DNA of this beast. It is one of the most fun motorcycles I've ever ridden, and I have been a big fan of Triumph motorcycles. So now you know how good this motorcycle really is. Let us first quickly do the numbers. The MT09 SP is a completely new redesign from ground up and was launched in 2021 with a brand new inline triple measuring 889cc, bigger than the previous iteration. It has a double overhead cam with 4 valves per cylinder. It churns out 119 brake horsepower at 10,000 RPM and an impressive torque of 93 Newton meters or 68 foot-pounds at a mere 7,000 RPM. That is why this is the torque monster, or MT, the master of torque. Before you know it, the motorcycle is pulling your arms out of their sockets. With a wet weight of a mere 190 kilos or 419 pounds, you're having fun with that low-end torque. Tank capacity is a little lacking though, at 14 liters or 3.7 US gallons, giving it a moderate range of around 260 kilometers or an average consumption of 19 to 20 kilometers to a liter or around 50 miles per gallon. On the highway, you can hit a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour or 155 miles an hour, and you hit that top speed pretty quickly. The MT09 SP has a 6-speed gearbox mated to a slipper and assist clutch with a bi-directional quick shifter. This quick shifter is amazing. It has great feel and you can do your clutches shifting effortlessly at nearly any RPM while you hold your throttle pinned. With that engine and that gearbox, you can outrun most superbikes at any red light drag. Yamaha has recommended quick shift RPMs. You should do your upshifts at higher than 2000 RPM and your downshifts at lower than 9450 RPM. These are guidelines. With the new engine comes a newly designed frame and chassis. The engine is suspended from a high rigidity twin spar die-cast aluminum frame to give a stiff feedback to the rider for improved handling. As for handling, we must discuss one of the biggest features of the motorcycle, and that is the suspension. Experts have claimed that the earlier MT09 had pretty mediocre handling, though I tend to disagree to an extent. Riding an MT09 for many years now, given good quality asphalt, it handled pretty well actually. However, Yamaha changed all of that in the new SP version with some gold suspension. Up front, it comes with KYB gold suspension that is fully adjustable, rebound, preload, and high-speed compression and low-speed compression. The adjustability is mechanical. It is not a semi-active suspension with electronic controls. At least not yet, but you can really fine-tune your suspension to the kind of ride that you are looking forward to. And I must say, this suspension gives the WP suspension of the KTMs a good run for their money. The rear suspension is an all-ins, also in gold and also fully adjustable rebound, compression and preload with a suspension travel of 122mm or 4.8 inches. The suspension on the MT09 SP is a game changer. If you can set it up for your requirements, either for the street or for track, it is a formidable machine. You will not need another motorcycle to have more fun. Let us talk a little bit about the electronics on the MT09 SP. The MT09 SP comes equipped with nearly everything that you want, and you probably need them now. It comes with a 6-axis IMU inertial measurement unit that takes care of cornering ABS, cornering traction control. You also get slide control and lift control or wheelie control. Switching off traction control will also switch off the lift or wheelie control. The traction control has 3 levels, with level 3 having the highest intervention. Yamaha's D mode comes with 4 different throttle input responses. Mode 1 is what I call attack mode at a traffic light, while mode 4 will cut down your engine power, and it is what I call the safe mode for a rain-drenched road. What I really like about the MT09 is the cruise control. It is ideal if you're going on a long highway just to give your right wrist some respite from the long haul ride. The brakes. In the front, it is a 298mm double disc, of course with radially mounted calipers. Personally, I would have preferred it to be at least a 310mm front disc to have significantly more bite in the braking zone, which arguably is my single biggest gripe of this motorcycle. It does come with a Nissan master cylinder for a greater feedback. At the rear is a 245mm disc. ABS is of course standard, along with IMU controlled cornering ABS as we discussed. Let me show you how I sit on the MT09 SP. I'm 165cm or 5 feet 6 inches. It is a really comfortable riding stance. At no point am I straining sitting like this. My elbows are relaxed, my knees are not strained, and I can ride like this all day. If you plan to go on track, you can adjust your foot pegs to a higher position and more rear set. However, if you plan to do long days on the highway cruising at speeds exceeding 140 km an hour or 90 miles an hour, the absence of a fairing or some sort of windshield can become a strain. What I would like on the MT09? I'd like to lower the handlebars or maybe put a clip on. A little bit of fairing to give some aero and downforce to give even better road grip. 2 cm rear set foot pegs. And the foot pegs are actually adjustable to a higher position, and I would be blasting past till kingdom come. The MT09 SP is priced at $11,499 US. The base MT09 is priced at $9,799. That is a $1,700 price differential between the two motorcycles. The 890 Duke R is a worthy competitor with which I have already done a comparison video giving my views. The Street Triple RS is another worthy competitor, but even that is significantly more expensive than the MT09 SP. I've ridden the MT09 for many years now. It is a fantastic motorcycle, which is a lot of fun. Really, there is not much to pick fault in this motorcycle. You cannot go wrong if you buy the MT09 SP. What do you think of this motorcycle? I have ridden the MT09 for a longest period of time. It's an amazing motorcycle. I'd like to know your comments in the comment section down below. I'll be replying to your comments. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. Until then, ride safe.